Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to part two of our North Island West Coast adventure. We started off from Te Awamutu, went to Kawhia, around the harbour, up the coast to Raglan, and then onwards up the coast to Port Waikato. We're just leaving the cafe now at Port Waikato. Had a lovely lunch there. Thanks very much to the people at Shelley's, and we decided that since it took us um, not since it took so long, but because we have to get back before it gets too late. So I have to get back to Tauranga, or Papamoa, which is 2.5 hours ride away from here. The other guys have to get back for various things, so we decided to just take the main road back. The rest of the route we'll do another day. So this is Port Waikato. I came here once when the last time I was here, I should say, when I was just a child. I don't know exactly how old I was, but probably 11, 12, 13-year-old age group, which for me is at least 45 years ago. We came past the school camp. It's still there. To me, it looks exactly the same as it did 45 years ago. It's amazing. Um, Everything looks a lot smaller now than it did then. The distance from the boys' dorms to the girls' dorms seems a lot shorter than it was back then. Which, as far as the boys were concerned, it was really the only thing we were interested in. And never mind, I digress. Port Waikato seems to be a lot bigger than I remembered. Obviously, it's grown a bit in the last 45 years. Lots more houses. It's close to Auckland, so I imagine a lot of people come here for their holidays and weekends and what have you. But nice little spot, really. Very nice little spot. So we're heading home. What we'll do is we'll just take the main road out of Port Waikato here, head back towards Highway number 1, and it all gets very boring from here on in. So I'll just show a bit of the return trip, and hope you enjoy it. See you later. Yes, the mighty Waikato River, and we're just leaving Port Waikato now, which is the river mouth of the river, where it goes into the Tasman Sea. Don't know what the speed limit is along here, but alright, now I do. 100. Right, we're away. Well, at this point you can see we've just come back to join the river again, the Waikato River. It's considerably narrower here than it was at the river mouth. It sort of stays like this for a long way. Probably all the way back to the last dam. I didn't mention before, but there's I think the Waikato River is over 400 kilometres long, and there are 9 hydroelectric power stations along its length. The last one being, the lowest elevation one, I should say, is the Karapiro Dam, which is probably from here. It's probably about another 50, no more than that, probably about 100 k's from here, further upstream. So it gives you an idea of how the river flattens out from there to its mouth. But in the first 300 k's, let's say, of the river, there's nine dams. Amazing, eh? Anyway, I just thought you needed to know that, since the rest of it is so bloody boring. Eventually we come back to the Waikato River once again and cross over at this time at a little place called Mercer. It's just a little town on the main highway, Highway number 1. Highway 1 runs all the way from the top of the North Island to the bottom of the South Island, right through the middle of the country basically, and it's our New Zealand's most used highway, I suppose. Anyway, some years ago, many years ago, the powers that be determined that because there was so much traffic on this road, they would make it a dual carriageway all the way from Auckland to Hamilton, which is quite a way. Can't remember how far, but yeah, decent amount of time. Anyway, well, years and years and years, nothing happened, but suddenly it did start to happen, and it got to the stage now where most of the road is done, and we're just going on to a bit of it here. And there's just a couple of little bits and pieces that they have to tidy up in between, and then it'll be dual carriageway all the way from Auckland to Cambridge, which is south of Hamilton. Now, for anyone overseas looking at this, you'll be laughing your heads off, but for us, it's our claim to fame. It's our dual carriageway road. I mean, it's the only dual carriageway of any significance in the whole country. So yeah, we're very excited. I'm excited. I can remember as a kid driving to Auckland, it used to take hours because the traffic was so slow and the road was so bad. But now it's pretty flash. This is one of the last little bits that's yet to be completed of this dual carriageway road. Time for a stand up. Anyone who's ever ridden a 690 with a standard seat on it would know that after 400 k's odd of riding, your bottom gets a little bit sore. So any opportunity to stand up and relieve the pain is most welcome. So this is where I turn off at Ohiniwai, head over to Tahuna, then from there to Morrinsville, Matamata, over the Kaimais and home. The other guys will be still down there on the main road heading back to Hamilton. Hamilton's not too far away from here. Anyway, it was a great day. Thanks very much, guys. We'll catch you next time.